All right, welcome to Spark Tarot. I'm your host, Mr. Renew, and today we got a nice little reading, a later night reading. Got the windows and shit. Pretty much looks like an outdoor reading, but we're gonna do a love reading on this beautiful, lovely night, lovely evening. So I got the windows down, so it might be a little loud. You might hear people, but I just want to give it that. I want to get closer to the vibes of being, in union with others. And so that's the whole point of me doing it like this. It's kind of windy now, which is another reason as to why I want to do it like this, just for the simple fact that it feels good, man. And so if you feel good, you do good. Look good, you feel good, play good. That's the motto, right? But yeah, without further ado, I do want to give a shout out to our subscriber count. Hey, I mean, we're here, we're doing this, and it's just for you all. It's for me too, but we're doing it for you. And we now have 18, I repeat, 18 new subscribers. So I am just so thrilled. Obviously, our goal is to get monetized, but outside of that, it's just been super nice. Here's the win. So thank you all for being here. I know I have a mixture of things on the channel, but again, I don't have just a spiritual channel in regards to reading cards. I'm a holistic coach. So I love doing tarot. This is the most consistent thing I can do, but I also like posting tips because some people need to hear this information that I'm channeling through the cards just in a direct way. Maybe in a coaching manner, maybe in a mentor manner, maybe in a therapeutic manner. But sometimes you need to get out of the spirit so you can see it manifest. So we use these cards so we can show each other what we're all looking at. We have the same reference. But when it applies to you individually, that's like asking a question. So I want us to be able to ask questions, but I want us to also understand what we're doing inside the spirit as well as outside the spirit. We got to be balanced. So with that being said, let's start yapping before we get on this love reading. Damn, there's more and more people coming. I'm hoping that they just coming and chilling and going. But I don't have too much to yap about outside the fact that today was a day off for me. So I did a reading earlier. I wrote a long ass post to my professor. I'm in my last class. Super excited. I'm so done with learning shit. I'm not really done with learning shit. I get a little sick and tired of school just because it tells you what to learn. And right now I'm in the middle of learning life, and I feel like school hasn't really benefited me outside of just knowing more about things. But in regards to like the life coaching, it definitely has helped me out. I, I'm in an assessment course now, which is cool. Learning which assessments will help, and I already used a few just because I was a school counselor. And then I do a lot of other. We here on the spiritual channel, so I'm always looking at enneagrams and I used to, and it just was entertainment. Just seeing who we are, what we can do, what do other people view us as, and I just enjoy it. So I write her a long ass post and I let her know what's going on with me. Guess what? I'm the only motherfucker in this class. So if I could finish this shit right now, I would. I'll just take the whole next weekend, this whole weekend, and just finish the class kind of thing. Just do all my assignments. But I'm going to be in this bitch for 8 weeks. So because I'm going to be here for 8 weeks, I'm just going to take my time. But it's only me. Literally. This doctor is teaching just me. So I asked her straight up, I'm like, look, it's just me. can we tailor this to where it can just directly benefit me and my niche and my people, my clientele, like my market? Because what's the point of talking in general when you're just talking to me? Like that's the idea. So I let her know everything, man. I told her my whole little story. Told her my financial struggles. I told her how my mindset is so strong, my emotional capacity is so strong, how I'm just solid everywhere but in these finances. And guess what? I even told her that those really not even a problem because, I mean, at the end of the day, I have been thriving in this situation. Again, I know it's all about my mindset, but to be in the position that I'm in, I've been bathed, I've been fed, I've been clothed, I've been entertained. I have a job essentially with Instacart. I can do DoorDash and other shit like that too. Uh, I mean, I got my equipment to make videos and cards. Like, the only thing I literally don't have is a physical spot to go back to all the time. But I don't even want that. So, like, this dude just pulled up in his Benz or his Mercedes, like, let's call it an Astro van. It's not an Astro van. But you know them big ass vans that people be. It's like a mini RV, and it's like, damn, if I had one of those, I would not need nothing. And if I did have money to stay places, I would be staying places like place to place. I'll go visit this hotel and then that casino over here, and then this one over there, and I still wouldn't be in a single spot. And so for me, I'm really learning about myself in this situation because I really don't mind doing what I'm doing. I don't. And the thing is, I do want money. You know, I want more money for the simple fact that I want to be able to do different things. And that's it. I mean, I'm pretty good with everything that I'm doing, but like, it would be cool if I had some money to go and, you know, to the stratosphere or some shit, or, you know, go take a ride to, I don't know. The idea of needing more money and having a stronger financial base is where I'm at. And it's just a desire because I don't really need it. Again, like, it's weird to say that because we all need money, but like, if I had money, like, so I've been, for the last month, I've been going place to place and delivering shit to people. Not just food. These are like groceries and real life things. And so because of that, I've been going to a ton of gated communities. And so I kind of prefer to go to a gated because everything is just more organized. But I've lived in a gated community before. Again, I've had riches. I've been up, then now I'm down, and I've been up and down on every level in between. And so when I'm looking at these places, you know, I'm seeing the attitude that people who don't live in these places have about people who do. And I'm more closely aligned with those who live in those places. And I asked myself 2 nights ago, I'm like, okay, I heard a little voice in my ear. It was like, damn, I want one of these big ass houses. And then I was like, why? And then I didn't have an answer for myself. I didn't. I don't know why I would want that because I don't have a family. I don't have a girl. I don't have, you know, I don't have friends to host parties and shit with. I don't have family. So it's like, why do I need this big ass house? But I have the desire to want it because it would show a status. And that's where I came down to the conclusion of yesterday. I went to another gated community, but it was the first one I went to and I was talking about, it was in the boonies, you know, the foothills is what it was called. And so that's cool. That makes sense. You get more houses that are way larger because it got more space. But this shit was like in the middle of the city. And so when I went to this community in the middle of the city, I'm like, these are cool. But then as I get deeper into there and I get to the house I was at, I was like, oh shit. Oh shit, boy. And I was so excited to see it because when I went up there, Oh shit! The dude had like Mr. Mac. This nigga had like 3 Porsches. Like as you walk up, first of all, the goddamn he had no door. There's no door. It was just a big ass glass window. It was this glass window, and then like a part of the window pushed out as a door. It was so crazy. And so as I'm walking up the stairs, I look to the left. This nigga got like a whole Porsche race car in that bitch next to another Porsche, and it was just like a whole glass room full of like men toys. It was so crazy to see. So I was like, okay, if I'm looking at this house, and if I wanted this house, why would I want this house? Just to show myself more shit that I can get. And so I watched the little YouTube show today, and he was like, "Oh, these are." This dude was talking. He was like, "Yeah, I wear Walmart shoes because my mom, she couldn't afford nothing but Walmart shoes." But then the interviewer was like, "But you got like a $50,000 Scat Pack outside," and it was like, "Oh yeah, that's just a hood trophy." It's a reminder where I came from, where I'm going. The same with the shoes. So he buys the Walmart shoes to remind him who he is and where he come from, but then he gets the toys as trophies and checkpoints just to remind himself how far he's come. And so that's where I'm at right now. So I don't know what that would do. It'll change, but like when I do get, I can't say when. I mean, I can't say when, but if I ever do get a chance to start my own branch with my own family, it's going to be great because those are going to be things and milestones that I look for, and I think that's going to help my kids and my family understand and value money, but not treat it like it's the end all be all, kind of like I have been for the last couple of all my fucking life, pretty much. Just because when you don't have something, you either don't give a fuck about it or you want it so much to where you do whatever for it. And I'm not willing to do whatever for money. I mean, I could easily just stayed where I was and just been a teacher in a school council. I had opportunities to stay and do things. It just always problems, and I wanted to get away from the faulty foundations. And now, since I've been living without money pretty much, like today, I didn't work today because I didn't want to. The transfer didn't happen, and it's supposed to take up like, since I do the instant payout, it's supposed to pay me within 30 minutes. But because I use a business bank account, my business bank account and my business, well, one of them, it takes longer to process, Blue Vine. So it normally takes about 2 days in order to get the funds, but it says up to 3. And so for some reason, the funds that I had checked out a couple of days ago, they didn't come in today, which means they're going to come tomorrow. But then the extra money that I made the other day, that's also going to come tomorrow. So it's just, again, a bigger lump sum. And then I did homework. I did the reading. I looked at Upwork. I haven't thought about Upwork in like a whole year and a half, damn near 2 years. I got to update that. But that helped me out a lot too, just because I forgot about it. So I went and upgraded and updated my Upwork profile, and I just, focused on coaching instead of doing all the little skills. No, you get me coaching you, and I'll do everything else to support you. So it's just like, okay, I'm seeing how new things is coming into my life. I'm really peeping this Capricorn full moon because, again, this morning I took everything slow. I just established things energetically. One of those things that I was establishing was simply my body. And so I told you in the other reading how I was stretching, doing my yoga. And so it's just, as I've gone throughout this day, just going slow, moving slow, chilling, being methodical, it's really showing me how I need certain things and then I don't need certain things. One thing that I've been wanting all my life is that family, And that's why I want to do this love reading now, because this moon is full. The first reading I was super like melancholy. And then I watched this reader and she was saying how she was similar, like her voice was hurting and she was a little tired and all of that. And it's the same vibe, I was in the same energy. She had her long sleeve on. I had my long sleeve on too. It's like, but I'm in a spot where it's hot and shit. So it's like, what the fuck am I doing with it on? I don't know. It's just like, I know that I'm mirroring certain people, and it's cool because, I love that I can resonate with others even though I'm by myself. And so that's why I want to do this love reading with the windows and stuff open. I got all of these people coming in, going to the dog park. I got families over here playing soccer and with the dogs and shit. And and then you still got the park people. But then you got people playing tennis over there, people playing basketball over here, and people just living. So I think it's nice. And I think this is getting me closer to that feeling of being around family again. I had a couple of thoughts about how, when I was talking about my aunt in the last reading, how like nobody really gave a fuck about like the kids when I was growing up. Like we would go from like 68th Street to 88th Street and beyond, bro. Hella blocks in LA, hella blocks. And I guess because it's 8 and 9 of us, it's okay to have like a range of 7 years old all the way up to like 15 just out and about in fucking LA. But I don't know. I just know that I was just blown away by my reflections today. And so I'm happy, even though I'm still like getting over residual thought processes and things. It's just, I'm happy. And so I'm hoping that I can help you get over some of these emotional things, because that I feel like that's my last little part. Get over some of these emotional things, just because I I believe in twin flames. I know there's twin flames. Uh, Not many people has ever heard of divine blue twin flame or a blue flame. There's a few people who talk about it, but these are levels to the twin flame, and everyone has soulmates. And most people think that their twin flame is a twin flame. It's a soulmate. Your twin flame energy, I don't really talk about this shit too much, but your twin flame energy is, it's you. It's you. So in order to have a real twin flame, I gotta be built on the same exact things, but just mirror opposites to one another. And it sucks to kind of say that because you don't always get a chance to know that, but your blue twin flame is you outside of yourself. They are the most complete mirror image, and they don't exist outside of you. They resist inside of you, and they are reflected externally to you as yourself. So this blue twin flame is what reminds you of your deepest self that is already being reminded of yourself. So imagine you having the ability to see yourself and see another version of you inside, and then have one of those versions of you be reflected as a person externally, which means that they have another internal person that you reflect onto them. This 4-part mirror is what we're talking about with this blue twin flame. Most people think the twin flame is just somebody who matches you, resonates with you. No, when you understand resonant frequencies, anybody can be your twin flame with that definition. Your soulmate, on the other hand, is just anybody who can meet you at a actional state. Again, I'm in second grade. I can have a soulmate from second grade, and I can have a soulmate from fifth grade. My cousin could be a soulmate, and then my girl can be, or my pet could be. The soulmate is just looking at pieces that come together to resonate. Again, come into harmony. If you just think about singing, music. We can harmonize. Some people can harmonize with themselves. If you can harmonize with yourself, that's a tall tale sign that you have a twin flame out there. It's because you can resonate with yourself. And so again, because you can resonate with yourself, that means you don't need to resonate with a mate externally to you. You already resonate with your soul. But because your soul is self-resonating, that gives a signature of somebody else who also can self-resonate. But then you got to find the right frequency of that self-resonation. And not many people are doing that. So it's going to be even more difficult to find the right tune to your resonance. But then you got to look at the resonance changing over time. And so because it's so complex and so many of these little steps in between, it's hard to really come into contact with what we call a twin flame, let alone a blue twin. The blue twin resonance is based upon the frequency of the blue giant sun. The blue giant sun in the solar system, or excuse me, in the cosmos, is the largest sun available. It's the biggest sun. That sun is bigger than our entire galaxy. That's how big, but it's just the sun. So just imagine the same exact shit happening here, but at a scale millions of times larger. That is the depth of a person. So the depth of a person is millions of times deeper. It's millions of times deeper than any other person, right? This is what we call aura or expansion of that aura. The bigger the aura a person is, the larger the sun or the resonant frequency that can resonate from that body. But again, the idea is what? It is humongous. We are sitting and rotating around some giant blue sun now. We just don't even conceive it because there's black holes and other layers in between. So this is what I'm trying to bring to you. I'm trying to tell you how we are so layered, heavily layered amongst our own selves and sometimes with our environment. And when we get too attached to those things, we lose focus on what the real mission is. And so I say all of that before we get to this reading, just for you to understand that this is the last day we're going to be using the Thoth to clarify, but I'm doing it with love. And so because of that, it is going to be deep. So you got to be able to go through the layers of the depth. You don't have to, obviously. But the point is just to show you that as I've gone through this week and I've been sharing my ups and my downs, I'm allowing you to see my growth. And as I see my growth, I'm hoping that once I step through this door, this last hump, because I've been so much more vulnerable, I've been open, I'm listening to heart frequency now, I just want to be able to express so when she comes in, I don't have the anxieties that I currently carry because I just desire it. Just like with the desires of the money. Once I can say, why do you want the wife? Why do you want the family? Why do you want this new seed or this new branch for your family? Well, for me, I want these things because I want to continue these things. Why do I want the money? I don't want the money now just to like have a certain thing and possess shit. I want to have the money so I can continue to progressively gain things. That comes in the form of like investments, buying assets and things that will work opposed to buying things that would just be consumed, like alcohol, food. I love eating. I can't wait to eat with my wife all the time. But I want to eat with my wife so I can cook her food and compare it to her. That's one of the things I used to love when I was in my long-term relationship. We would go out to eat a lot until she was like, no. But she knew I can cook. And most of the time she was saying no because she just wanted me to cook. And that's it. That's okay. That was her way of showing how she loved my food. And I can cook way better now. So it's just like, okay, if I had to bring that into my future because it was a good moment, what other things can I bring into the future? And what other things can I leave? What can I subtract? What can I add? So the last thing I want to say before we start the reading is this shirt that I'm wearing is the oldest shirt that I got. It got holes in there. That's how old this shirt is. It's so old, man. It's so faded, but this is one of the things that I've had. It's a Bobby Ross shirt. Just happy, no mistakes, just happy accidents. And it's the oldest shirt that I have, bro. And it needs to go, but I just enjoy it so much, and it's still wearable to me. And at this point, that's where I'm seeing this entire situation. I'm not making any mistakes. It's just happy accidents, and I'm happy to take what I'm given and be grateful with what I have and just move on with it. So I don't hate any of my exes. I never do. But now I'm just open. I'm open to them. Same thing with my family. I just like I've been showing and demonstrating how I can have faith in my own self with these random strangers that be around me. I can let them live, and I can understand that if they interact with me in my world, then I can respond in the way I deem is appropriate. It's my ability to be in control. Now, do I get the anxieties and worries? Yeah, like when that dude was walking with throwing big ass rocks and shit. I've been hit by a person who looked like that, acting like that. I've been hit like that before. So for me, I didn't. I missed that I died. I've been on a bike and walking. So it's just like I don't know what goes to these people's minds, but because I understand my own self a lot better, it's just things that I attract. So now I let things fly. I'm gonna let shit fly, but you don't know what you just did. That's the kind of vibe I'm bringing. So because of that, it's a little mysterious, but I think that is part of this love reading today. It's a little mysterious. It's mysterious in the sense that I don't know who. I know somebody loves me, man. I know somebody loves me with all their heart. This is again that blue twin flame kind of vibe. Never met them, but all my life I've been knowing that I have a wife somewhere who matches me for me. So the more me I match with myself, again, the self frequency, the self vibration, the self resonance, the more I can do that, the more clear I can be for that person. And I think it's been clear. I just, even like when I don't want certain things, like I've dated mothers, I've dated women with children, different amounts, different ages. That is something that is a huge deterrent of me. And I feel like this person might have a child. And that sucks on one part, but at the end of the day, I'm really good with kids. I never have any issues with kids. Like even when I was dating these women, I didn't really have any problems with kids. It was more so the adults putting problems, grown people problems, in their mouths and in their ears. It was clear. But again, I wasn't the greatest person at those situations. I am a way greater person now. So it's like I don't have any worries that I did before. And so, of course, I want what I want, but my ego, it, it, it it was dead. It died the other day. It don't really care. You know, am I going to prefer it? No. I mean, I'm not going to go out there looking and searching for, women with children just to try to see if there's my wife or not. But she lived a life before me. I mean, so did I. I almost had kids too with a person. So it's like, I get it. I understand. It's not a huge problem, but, it's not a preference. But what supersedes that preference? The life in the new branch, us. So let's get into the reading and let's see how far that actually goes. Obviously, I just talked a whole lot because it's now a little dark, but I'm gonna probably open the window. I don't want. Oh, see, I can't do that. I might move, but yeah, let's get started on the reading, and then let's see what's really going on. So, sorry for doing all the rants. I think I'm getting better with it, but today it wasn't that good. I'm talking more. I'm talking louder, but we'll see. You can always just skip. That's the whole point of life. You can click. It's like the movie Click. You can fast forward the things that you don't want. But in all, sometimes you miss out on things that you need. So let us start our reading and let us see what's going on with this love. All right. So let me get a little drink of water first. A little drink of water was half the damn cup. All right. Okay. So what's our overall energy? Oh, so if you don't, hi, since we got new people. So when I do my love readings, just like anything else, I read upright, reversals. But if it comes out horizontal, okay, that's a loop to me. I lay out all the cards, right? And the cards tell a story. And then if the cards are diagonal, that shows me the direction of where the energy is flowing. And I read through layers. So think of it as me reading and telling a story in 3 dimensions. I'm seeing things, so you got to keep in mind, just like when you're watching a movie, you got to keep in mind little nuggets because things are foreshadowing for other things. In this case, energies are foreshadowing energies. We're just using the directions of how the cards land and to show us where those things are leading us towards. So with that being said, let's get started. So what's our overall energy for this love story? What's the overall? The Hermit. Okay. So I think both people are actually watching each other. I think you know each other. Yep. So with the Ace of Pentacles down here, you guys know each other. I don't know if this is an ex. I don't know if this is a person who you just met in passing. I don't know if this is like a one-time interaction. I don't know if you spent money on this person indirectly. I don't know if you use this person as a service. I don't know if they want to give you money. I don't know. But I know that you know this person and you're watching each other. Okay. So you are watching this person hard. And the reason why I'm saying that is because I'm noticing heavy on this rod, and the rod most of the time are red. I was telling the story the other day. The Hermit card is the King of Wands for me. It just reserved. Again, it's the secret King of Wands. It's the king when he doesn't want anybody to know he's the king. Imagine an actor being around in the public trying to be incognito. That's what this Hermit is to me. I know it's represented by the Virgo energy, but when you understand the Virgo energy, their acts of service, they're always it's the 6th house. They're always doing shit, right? Sorry. They're always doing shit. That's what the fire sign is too, but they're more flamboyant about it. Virgos, they don't give a fuck. They're going to be confident. You're going to see them be flamboyant, but within their own selves. So they're going to have their finances in order. They're going to have their health routine. They're going to have their diet. They're going to have all of that shit. They just don't care to tell you about it. That's the energy I'm getting with this Hermit card. And I think both of you are hermits. And I think both of you are watching each other because, again, this rod is illuminating just like the star is. They're the same color. So I think the actions that you want to take towards each other are being shown through how you're viewing one another. Because you might be in person or you might actually be just distal. I think that you guys want each other. You're seeing each other. I don't know what's stopping you guys, but we'll see what the story tells us later on as it unfolds. So what do we need to know about this Hermit? What's going on with these people? So what's going on with these people? So this is what's going on with these people. So there's a celebration happening, but this celebration is transforming this emperor. And this emperor is waiting on some creation that has been going. Oh, it looks like this emperor has been waiting on this wheel of fortune to turn from a person who's been working hard. So somebody is watching you work hard. Somebody's watching you celebrate or take the celebrations that you used to do. Maybe this was immature energy. Maybe this is immature people. But somebody is watching these immature energies transform and be proliferated into the most highest level of the emperor. And again, for me, emperor and empress is not all four kings put together. It's not all the queens. It's both four kings and queens coming together as this one expression. So the emperor is both the kings and queens together. All four suits. King of fire, queen of fire. King of swords, queen of swords. King of cups, queen of cups. King of pentacles, queen of pentacles. All of those 8 come together and it just makes another 4 again. But that 4 is balanced within itself. Self-resonant. You got the masculine and the energy side of what? The earth. Of what? The fire. Of what? The air. Of what? The water. So when all of those 4 pieces come together, then you get to start to see how it's playing and resonating upon itself. And again, that still has to be balanced within the rest of the balance of the others. So when you get into this harmony inside of a harmony, again, the trumpets are harmonizing with the clarinets, and then the clarinets and the trumpets, one's a brass instrument, the other one is a reed instrument. Those 2 things got to harmonize together with the strings now. And then the strings, all the variability with the woodwinds, right, and the brass winds, they have to resonate with the strings, but then those 3 things got to resonate with the percussion. So do you see how we're building the symphony? That is what this is. It's the symphony of life. But we're building it in a sense of things coming together to where you create one sound. And that one sound is directed by one thing. So this emperor would be the conductor of my symphony. That is how I view this energy, because that's really what it is. That's how energy is proliferating through existence. So outside of the cards, I know the physics. Like, you got to see the reality, because then you got to see how reality comes into being. And then you can see why these cards are expressions of that reality being made or manifested into man. So, immature transformations into a mature stability. And once the stability comes out, we have somebody waiting on the wheel of fortune to turn. And the wheel of fortune is turning for somebody who's working hard, and somebody's observing this. And look at the bottom of the deck. So it's crazy. They want to come in and give you love, but it's like they want to wait so you can achieve something on your own. But I think it's fucking y'all up. I don't know. Maybe they're afraid that, like, if they come in and reveal themselves, that you're going to get distracted or something like that. But this is the 8 of Pentacles. And if you look at the 8 of Pentacles, you got to understand that the positive side to that is a person working hard, and the negative side to that is a person working hard. Imagine the person who's working hard taking on all the responsibility, being a great asset for the company. Same thing. Imagine all of that is happening, but the person got a family at the house, so they're always at work, never at home, always come home, go straight to sleep just to go back to work. Nah, see, so I don't think this person truly understands your worth ethic just yet, and I don't think you truly understand theirs. I think that you guys see each other, but again, going back to that Ace of Rods right here, I don't think that you guys truly understand what you're seeing based upon the illumination of what is being seen. You can do and see shit, but I don't think you truly understand it. But that's cool. I mean, I think that's what life is about, and that's what the relationship is for. You can see things later, and you can appreciate things later. Just like when you can see the potential in the person, and then you can view that potential manifested. What else do we need to know? So there's going to be some communication coming in. The communication is going to come in because, wow. Okay, so the communication that's going to come in is going to be based upon some action. Somebody's going to come in and help you take action, manifest or change something because they love you. But the reason why they love you, with the King of Cups, they love you, but they see that you love yourself. And because, again, the King of Cups for me, he's the only king with two cups. I don't know. I watch a lot of tarot, man. I have. And I never hear people talking like what I'm saying. They just don't recognize certain things, which is why the readers I like to listen to them when they bring something new, things that aren't just typical trends. So the, this cup and this little chalice here is the King of Cups. King of Cups will do anything with any emotion because they understand their own. They understand their own so well enough that they can always give a little bit to anybody. So they givers. King of Cups is a giver, but it's a giver of self first. And so they can just give a little bit, a little bit. And because whoever is watching you, they see you can give to yourself and they see you giving to others, it's them. They are starting off on a new journey, realizing that they need to temper themselves because they can't give to themselves like you can. That is probably what keeps them off in bay. Again, communication is coming, but what do they want to do? Well, they've seen you take this rod. They've seen you take this rod. Look at the rod. I was already describing that earlier. This rod, this ace of rods, it's typically red, but this one is golden. Got the golden rod. So somebody is watching Goldenrod City, Pokemon. Sorry, I was playing it earlier. But anyway, sorry. Super side note. Maybe they'll like that geeky side of you. Maybe they'll like that side. Because for me, I'm a nerd, bro. I mean, I know I don't look at. Whenever I listen to readings like Capricorn, Venus, Tarot, she always mentions things because she's pretty good. But she mentions things like how whenever I watch a reading and I pick a pile, she always says something like, I look as if I'm a heartbreaker or a player. And that's the case. A lot of people have always treated me like I'm a player or something. I've been in long-term relationships. I'm not a player. I look like it. I look like I would just be a one-night stander. I'm not whatsoever. And I didn't even like that energy. And then I got older and I didn't give a fuck. I just stopped caring. But the reason why I'm saying that is because, again, that is most people consider this to be like the fuck stick, you know? So, again, not for me, because I'm not thinking about just that part of it. It's action, passion, willpower. So, somebody has been watching you take the willpower of God, be the magician, and transforming all of your surroundings. Again, this Wheel of Fortune, again, this three rods. Again, this emperor, they're watching you take these things and transforming yourself, a king. But this king is so much more mature than they thought. They're realizing that they need to take a new action and temper themselves because the emotions that you make them feel, the emotions that you have for yourself, it is abundant. They're realizing that these emotions aren't what people tend to understand emotions as. They're so much deeper and so much more vast because they're shared. They're not even the deepest depths of you yet. So whatever this person have seen you be like, even though you are emotional, they've only seen you passing out things from this little bit. That's crazy. So you are surprising them, which is why they got to start brand new. And as they start brand new, they got to temper themselves because you're turning them on. You are turning them on the more they observe you. This is the star in here. They see you as that already, but they're realizing you are the sun. So I think you're forcing them to retemper these new emotions, and I think they're horny for you too. I'm getting that. This is the Aries card too, so I think you really are turning this person on because you are so much more balanced than what they thought. And then you're emotionally expressive, which is something that they probably don't get. They are so into you. They want to give you everything, but they gotta. It's them tempering certain things that they tend to not have or care about themselves. So I think you got this person in a riled up state, and they're going to come communicate that as you put it in your work. And it might come through the form of work. It might. We'll see. Sorry, can't really see this shit, but we talking. Okay, what else? Tower. So the tower I got it to put over here. I don't know. Ooh, now I know. This person loves you. I didn't know what this was for, but again, it's over the King of Cups. And what do we see here? The ace and the ace. Somebody is tempering their own Two of Cups. Self-resonance. Self-resonance. So this person is already resonated with themselves. They probably good, solid by themselves, but you are doing something to these cups and you are fucking up their system. I was thinking of that song, I think it's T-Pain. You know what you do to me. Get you out of my system. I don't know. But that's what I'm hearing. It's like somebody is like realizing they can't stop thinking about you. They can't stop realizing that you are so much more than what the fuck they thought. And look. So, this is great. Already we got the two same modalities popping out. So, but let's look at this. Look at this. What is about to come to you? Communication, right? This is all around you. You got actions, you got magician, you got a lot of majors around you. You do, but this person over here, they got a few, but they got a lot more what? Thoughts. They got a lot more resistance. They got a lot more struggles to get to this cup. Unlike the King of Cups, he got his own cup always. I got mine. You want some beer? You want a sip? You want to hit the... That's the kind of vibe. It's so available and readily able to give. But over here, this queen got a lot of protection around her. A lot of things around her stopping her from just willfully giving her love. So, again, what you're now understanding is, even with the little presentation... So again, this is based upon the tower, right? That's the tower that this person is realizing. The little presentations that you have been receiving, okay, they have been blocked. Maybe it's a religious thing, maybe it's a spiritual thing, maybe it's people, but any cup of love that's being presented has to go through this Hierophant filter first for this other person. And then this has to be judged. This is the tower moment. This is what it is. The tower moment is this long ass drawn out process of getting love to this person. And so a cup is offered, it has to go through the basic channels of, are in the same religion, same spiritual practice, same mindset, same energy, all the basics. And then it goes into, okay, I gotta now weigh my options and see what can be received and what not. They're stubborn, but what that really means, again, for me as a reader, is you got your body on 3 pentacles and your mind on 1. And so they're thinking about the things that they have, but they're also thinking about the potential that they can gain. And so this is like having blueprints in your mind with the world of your own business that you're operating in this moment. What you do versus what you're thinking about doing. And then once you get past that filter, again, you get the general filter, then you get to the determined filter of where does this person fit in my life. Then you get to have communications or challenges. I think this queen sends out things to see how this person or whoever's offering is going to give that response. So I got to adjust this. I want y'all to see this a little bit better. But I think it's just the lighting. I think that's really what it is. Like I like the outside light. Does that help? That doesn't help. That helps. Okay. So, once this queen sends out, her energies, her thoughts, maybe this person is like putting their own thoughts into the world, which is seeing how that responds. Maybe they're talking to people. Maybe they're getting people to do certain things. The idea is you got one filter, two filter, three filters before you get to this queen. But even when you get to this queen, what's behind her? A battle. So this is really giving me Queen of Swords energy of their heart. I'm getting the Two of Swords, somebody protecting and blocking their heart, and the heart is this cup. And I don't, again, not something I've never heard anybody talk about, but the Queen of Cups is the only one who can do anything with all, she can nurture any emotion. But the only reason why she can nurture anybody's emotion is because she has the only cup that is sealed and covered. She doesn't give her energy out. She nurtures everybody else's, but she does not pass out her cup. No, fuck no. That's the energy is coming. Hell no. Me give love? No, I'll give you nurturing. I'll give you ideas. I'll give you support. I'll give you even statutes and principles. But to give my motherfucking love? Nope. It's because of the battles this person has gone through. Something has fucked this person up with love, but guess what? This is right over the Ace of Swords. So whatever you're doing, whatever you're bringing to this person, it is bypassing all of this shit and going down to this Five of Swords. And I don't see the Five of Swords as a bad card like most people do. This is victory over the mind. This is you being so unpredictable. People are like, oh shit, I was not expecting that. I forfeit. Yeah, don't even know I still got two swords in the back. Like, that's the idea. Like, damn, we came from the wrong one. We got demolished. And guess what? They are so much better than what we thought. We just got skunked. 69-0, bro, in football kind of vibes. We just lost 127 to 53 in basketball. We just lost 3-0 in tennis. Oh my God. I just went 9 holes in golf, 8 holes in one. We just got so beat down, I'm about to quit playing this sport. That's the kind of energy that this Five of Swords brings. When anybody steps to you, you are so much better than them that the Six of Wands say, I'm smooth sailing always. So this is the key. This is the cool thing about what we're doing and what we're seeing in the situation, because the matter of fact is, whenever any energies of emotion comes over to you, this person is met with the fight. But they are now getting a new introduction, a new communication, and guess what? It's because you can emotionally communicate with this person. And because you can emotionally communicate with this person, now they have to approach it differently. Oh, at bottom of the deck, you got Two of Cups. What is the new approach? Again, it's the self-resonance. Because they're tempering themselves and they know you've already tempered yourself, the idea is, what can I do to help you? What can I do to help myself? What are we doing this for? Well, this is for the exchange. And as you exchange, just like I always say, the Temperance card, it has the red wings, just like the Two of Cups does. And so now, instead of tempering my own cup, we can temper each other's cups. And this person has never had a person who can actually understand them to the depths like you do, or you will. And now you can temper each other into the fucking most satisfied energy that you can have as an individual. All the cups available, and guess what? I'm still confident to share with you. Guess what? All they're doing is exchanging the cup. Exchanging the cup. My masculine energy is not going to have your feminine energy. Your feminine energy is not going to have my masculine energy. And then flop one more time. My feminine energy is going to be now having your masculine energy. And then your masculine energy is also going to have my feminine energy. And so because it's 4 parts, again, why do we know it's 4 parts? Because this one temperance angel has to be here for this person, and this one temperance angel has to be here for this person. So because it's this one and this one, that's 4 cups being exchanged. But it's not the cups that we're focused on. We're looking at the water in between. So as we're looking at these emotions being shared between these individuals, we can now look at sharing these energies between these two in a relationship, or at least the idea of one. Some cops just drove by, which means I feel they just patrolled. This is the first time I ever seen officers at this park, but it's cool. Again, full moon vibes, which to me, I'm happy because I understand certain things. So, I mean, I'm glad I'm not out here driving and things. It's a full moon. Crazy shit happens, right? Especially with it being a Capricorn full moon. So I'm happy just chilling. You know, it's not super hot. I got, like I said, entertainment, and we're doing cool things. So that, again, is a verbal expression of my emotions. So maybe you're just living your life doing things too, and it's helping this other person cultivate their own selves because they never heard it before. Maybe somebody has never kicked it to them like you're kicking it to them. Whatever you're doing, it's got them about to put down all their walls and come talk, come say something. I think it's tight. Let's keep going. Breaking down all of these filters, baby. Ooh, shit. Somebody came in with the victory stick. That victory stick, again, whoever's watching, they got the golden rod, but they're like, why is this person just like, why do they keep just blowing past me? Again, all of this was stemming from the tower. So the tower moment is the fact that you have like, I think I said this in another reading, but it was like, it's like going into a dimension where this person hangs up all of their cups and shit, right? But then you just be there and they be like, oh, what the fuck are you doing here? How did you get the key? And then you be like, there's a key? What? Where's the door to the key? What are you talking about? I just walked, I'm just here. And so I think that like you just are always able to be in certain positions, again, that puts this person in that kind of position, but you're bringing victory to them. So again, here's more source energy. And guess what? This person is draped in red. So I feel that this person is in temperance of their mind. Just like I had to get my mind changed. If you listen to the rant, I was telling you how like I've been around so many big houses and like amazing properties for the last month. And it's just like, I have to ask myself, why do I want this? Because I don't want to be stuck in a single spot. I want to be able to move around and do shit. So why do I want money for a house and shit? Oh, it's just for the status. And so I think this person, they probably did some love shit before just for the status. Maybe they got married because they were told to. Again, I talked about the baby thing. Maybe they got pregnant at a young age and they just had to. This person in particular, maybe they have some twins or some shit. 3, 4 kids and they just like, damn, how do I fix this over here so I can go to this over there? But then at the end of the day, it's like, well, this motherfucker is already here, so you have to change. You got to do something different because it's already here. Somebody got to do something different. It's already there. Look, so what's going to come through is a little bit of communication. Ooh, not communication. It's going to... The cops on the other side just did their siren. Again, I'm telling you, that was a good thing that the officers came over here and did whatever. Just like last night, again, when I woke up to the prostitution shit happening. Now they cut on that siren to go get some. I'm telling you, I'm happy I'm not out and about today. I think that's a good thing. And I think it's a good thing. I'm saying that even as this is happening here right now. Because they literally just pulled out of the park. And before they even got a chance to go anywhere, they pulled somebody over back into the park lot. It's just on the other side of the park. That's crazy. So what I'm saying is, just like this person here who has all of these filters, they got things always constantly on patrol of their heart, protecting the heart of their mind. Something is always in like on guard, right? And I think that is the key. You being the high priestess, you don't have any guards up. If you watch some of the reading, the high priestess is the blueprint. Again, so they manifest all the potential forms and everything to be unveiled and then manifested by the empress. Again, these are the feminine energies at the highest level. The empress and the high priestess, they're the same person. This is the person thinking of the idea. The empress is the person birthing them. I want the family. The empress gives the family. But this is the idea of what the family looks like. Got this kid. The mother, you mothers, you really you build the people, and then you get the materials to build that from the man. But then the man maintains your ideals of what needs to be built. I want this over here. I want that over there. And then the man goes and do it. And so that is the emperor energy coming out, which is the 4 card. It brings us stability from the full to, which is the start. Then it brings up to the plan. And then the empress births the materials for the plan. And then the emperor, he solidifies it and puts the parameters upon it. Rules, the regulations, the operations. I'm going to build this crib and I'm going to make sure the house is baby proofed. I'm going to plug in these. He does all of those things. Again, this is the progression 1 through 4. But the magician, right, has to create the spark for all of this shit. And the magician is on your side. You got the magician energy. But they got on their side the fool, they got the empress, or excuse me, they got the high priestess energy. You over here, you're chilling with the emperor energy. So you got the end goal and the spark, and this person got the plan and the ability to produce. So, oh shit, it's like it's coming to the point where no, y'all can't deny it anymore. So whoever this person is on your mind, y'all can't deny it no more. And I'm not talking about the person who hurts you. I'm talking about the person who's just on your mind. And if they hurt you, I'm not talking about them hurting you. I'm just talking about the fact that they're on your mind. Get past that hurt. Oh, they hurt me so bad. Okay, cool. Obviously, you're not resonating with yourself because you allowed that shit to happen. So, if you can start to resonate with yourself a little bit more, you'll realize that the person on your mind ain't your person. Maybe it's another person. Maybe it's the person in the back of your mind instead of the top of your mind. I don't know. But what I do know is there's going to be a little bit of communication, some change happening. And again, look, now we got this at the bottom of the deck. And this is coming through communication, obviously, but look at the birds. If you take a look at the birds here are telling me that these are things that's just going to come naturally. These aren't things that's going to just be like, oh, let me send you a text. These are things that's going to be like just signs, heavenly signs from, the angels. Okay. So now we get this 6 of cups. Some of the strongest cup energy, but it's in reverse. So instead of thinking about something from the past, I think what you're doing is you're bringing up the old things of the past, dumping them out and preparing for something new. And I said you, so it's not them. I think you have some memories about some emotions of the past. Oh, I just realized why so many people are here. Because somebody just pulled up behind me, like right behind me. But again, everyone's bringing their dogs out right now because how beautiful the weather is. So again, it just makes more sense now. I get it. Okay. So now, just like here, again, you probably... that to me makes sense because of the simple fact that this card is in reverse, and I used to be a pet owner, and I'm like, why are all these people just in my energy? Oh, it's because I'm in the space of people with pets. That's me. It's me. So I think that this person is realizing it's them. It's them. They're in a space that's making them think about emotions in a negative way or in a certain way. So they're probably going to take some actions to change their own environment so they can resonate with themselves a little bit differently, maybe a little bit more clearly, maybe a little bit more fluidly, but they're changing their abilities to see themselves, which is going to change their ability to see you. Let's keep going. Boom, exactly. So as I was just saying, changing their abilities. We got the Six of Cups, now we go to the Seven. They're changing how they're viewing. So this is probably how they used to view all of these emotions. But again, I am a different kind of reader. I don't see these as just simply things I have to like get over or things that are being presented possibly good, possibly bad. No, this is me seeing things as brand new. And of this brand new cup, I got all of these potentials and I need to manage them. I need to experience them. I need to see what is actually real versus not. That is understood by the clouds. And so the fact that this person over here, before the victory in this Page of Swords, that is in combination to that high priestess energy. They're now using their intuitions to actually go through, again, like I said, looking at the old cups that they had in the past. Again, maybe it was new old love, maybe it was childhood love, maybe it was the energy that you both share. But the idea is they're now taking the time to dump them all out. And the reason why they're dumping them out is because they're trying to unveil what is actually being presented. They're trying to manage all of these perceptions opposed to picking and choosing because your spouse is not always going to be amazing. So the idea is because you might have an emotion and they might have a certain emotion. Again, here's an emotion, there's an emotion. Those two emotions might conflict. You have to be able to manage all of these differences. Again, people say this is a card of discernment, but I see it more so as a card of management. You have to manage the things that you're discerning. Gotta take it a step further. Exactly. So this is at the bottom of the deck. Why? A lot of people say this is out in the code. For me, this is the completion of you on the internal side. Again, I am looking like this state, but I got my solid four foundation within me. No problem. One thing on my mind, again, everybody has a solid foundation within them too, with something different on their mind. But what is on my mind is no matter what I am, no matter where I am, I'm going to always be together with myself. So people might see you as destitute. People might see you as out in the cold, poor, broke, whatever, in an unfavorable state. They might see that. But the issue is, how do you feel about it? And in this case, you feel like you're managing new shit, and that's okay. But managing new things is a wonderful thing to do. It's a wonderful responsibility to have. Again, if you get a brand new house and it's the biggest house you ever had, you're going to need to look at certain things differently and you're going to be shown different things. So you got to manage that properly. Like imagine having a house and you got tile floors everywhere and every other house or apartment or living dwelling you ever had only had carpet. Obviously, now you're going to have to think about managing those tiles differently, especially if you got different types of tiles. Maybe you got ceramic tiles over here, then you got porcelain tiles over there, and then granite tiles over here. You got to take care of those things differently. You're going to have to manage the cleaning crew. And it's just an illusion right now because you don't have to clean it just yet. But the idea is you're going to need discernment on how. And that's what this is. That's what this person is doing. And that's what is hard on this person, which is why the communication coming through is going to help them, again, understand their own spark is what I want to say. Boom. And here's the understanding. So they have a worldly view on things that are hidden. They have a worldly view on things that are hidden. Because they have this worldly view on things that are hidden, these things that we're hiding are actually being brought up. And you bring them up and bring them to light. But I don't think that you just, be calling this person out. I think you make them feel like you know. Because in their own mind, they feel like you know everything about it and what's going on because they got the inkling. I think that they feel like the world can see it too. But in reality, just you. You got the magic goldenrod with the light. So only you can illuminate those things in the dark. And also, this is also reminding me of this illumination of the full moon. The full moon is happening. And so I think that this person is now being revealed, okay, in a certain manner, again, and you can see it and everybody in the world can't, which is why it's going to lead to a change in your interactions. It's going to lead into a change in your dynamics. It's leading you guys into a new situation because you are showing them that you can be the trustworthy factor of the world. Even though the world might claim they can see, they inherently know that you see the things that the world can't. Not even just that, you got the ability to manage that shit too. The King of Cups energy. So it's like, damn, this person cannot get away from the simple fact that they know you will be the perfect person to help them with what they have. So, what are they going to do? It looks like they're going to be bringing you a collaborative effort. It's actually seemed like they've been wanting to do this and they've been doing this for a long, long time. But here's another thing. The reason why I say it like that is because the Knight of Pentacles is the Death card for me, and the Knight of Pentacles is also the Knight of Cups for me. Why? Look at that. Look at the similarities, man. Again, when you bring in cups, you're bringing life. When you bring in pentacles, you bring in life. So cups and pentacles are both feminine energies. Both of these feminine energies is expressed by this feminine energy called the Death card, aka Scorpio. This here is the progression that I'm seeing this person go through. There has been a depth and transformation. Emotions have been presented. Stability in those emotions have been presented. There's nothing left for this person to do but to receive. But guess what? They feel they can't do it by themselves, so they're collaborating. Maybe they're asking their friends for help. Maybe they need to ask their angels and ancestors. What we do know is that something is going to be presented, and in this presentation is going to be what appears to be opposite, but they're the same. And what we know is the same is this Death card, which is the transformation that's going to occur when either of these things is presented. So maybe you give them emotions and in return they give you some kind of financial stability in the world. Whatever it is, it appears to be opposite, but is resonant with both of you within your own selves. So maybe you're an earth water sign and they're a fire air sign kind of thing. And then you can exchange those things and now you can balance each other with the other parts. Let's find out more. All right, so again, so what we found out right now is that there is a presentation of this nice quick energy. This Queen of Pentacles or opportunity, job, boss is what I'm getting right here. New job, new boss. Whatever is about to happen for one of you, this is going to start off small. Again, a new adventure is what I'm seeing for this star. But then this star is going to be carrying more responsibilities, more burdens. So it's like that Wheel of Fortune is finally about to turn. And I think that turning of the Wheel of Fortune is what this person has been waiting and watching for. But in the wait and watch, they're starting to see how you are tempering more of yourself. You're tempering more of yourself because you do it naturally. You are the star. I like to see this card as the Eight of Cups. Okay, again, well, all the eights. Why? Because you got 7 of the white stars and then the 8th star that's lit up. And so because of that, in the 8 of Wands, we're moving. In the 8 of Cups, we're moving. In the 8 of Pentacles, okay, we're working hard or moving. The only time we're not moving is when we're stuck in our mind. They're seeing you in this 8 energy as not being stuck, but when you are stuck, you're still not stuck because you have the dynamic of balance. And you can never be stuck when you're in balance. Why? Because it's two things always happening. So in the case of duality, balance is a progressive term. It is something that you're doing opposed to something that you're being. But the ing is the idea. I knew it was going to get deep. This is fire. Woo! Sheesh. So as fire as this might be, these new things, they're coming in. They're going to be presented as a new cup for a new adventure for all great things. And so give me more about this cup. What about this Ace of Cup? Like I said, you have the cup that will go beyond their broken heart. They are in hangman position because, like I said, this Queen of Cups is protecting her heart. Again, here's the cup that she want to offer, but the Queen of Cups is the only cup that has a cap on there. This doesn't have a cap on there. It has an unlimited cap on there. The dove coming through, bringing in a little piece, and then that being dunked in there, just like when you eat the wine of Jesus and the cracker, whatever the fuck, the communion. The idea is that it makes it overflow. So by you having this God injected cup, it's overflowing constantly. That is allowing this person to see that they don't need to protect their heart from this pain of the past before. And so when I see the Nine of Rods, this card here represents a champion, aging champion. So I've been the champion for a couple of years now, and now I'm starting to realize that these younger people are getting more competitive, more assertive, coming with better techniques. It's getting harder and harder to defend my position. This person is finding it more and more difficult to defend their heart now, and especially when you got this cup here that's just loving. It's big ass cup too. I like to say the Ace of Cup is the biggest cup, especially when I show you how big that cup is in the Jack Tarot deck, Nightmare for Christmas deck. So it's just like this person is reluctantly trusting you more than they would want. They can't help it. So there's some conflict. So again, I like to always give my own explanations on these. I'm probably going to do a series where I just talk about each card and I explain what I think they mean in my own regard. So this here is, when you look at this, you got to think of this as a 2-on-2 battle, right? So there's 4 people fighting, but then a fifth person comes in and just destroys all of the things that they were fighting for. Everybody now fucked up because they're all focused and you can see their strategy. So you just come in and you just boom, 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 and just knock everybody out. And then guess what? You go from the 5, and now this person here becomes the victor in the 6 of Wands. That's it. That's it. So that is the progression of this. So I think that this person is now able to actually put an end, putting an end to the conflicts, the competition, the things that make them block off and protect their heart. Because again, they're tired of competition. So I believe that these people are now going to be X'd out. Maybe it's an ex, maybe it's a baby dad, maybe baby mom. I don't know, but whatever it is, they're about to put an end to that conflict because, again, they already have the victory. They just looking at the victory from the eyes of safety of the heart now, opposed to protection of the status, protection of the championship vibe, the title, all of that. It's just protection of that. They're moving away. They're putting an end to that conflict. Ooh, not only are they putting an end to it, they're doing it with a passion. Not only are they doing it with a passion, they're going to be mean about it. That's what I'm getting. They don't give a fuck. They're starting to not care whatsoever. Whatever has been holding them back, they don't want that no more. Yep, they're moving forward. They're moving away from those situations, and they're moving away from it with the swiftness. We had a crazy backflip card, whatever. Which way it pop up, how it pop up, boom. Exactly. So this queen don't give a fuck. She's moving away with the swiftness from all the pain and betrayals, all the hurt, all the battles, all the times they were fucked up, and then they had to go off and fight somebody else again and to beat them off. Not beat them off, but defend themselves against their wands. Maybe this person is super attractive and there's a lot of people who want them. Maybe the person who they had kids with or something had them and they know how attractive they are, but they can't do anything about it because maybe that other person isn't as attractive. But they made a beautiful family. So, there's always a part that you got to see as the beauty, and this person don't care no more though. They're tired of it. Tired of it. They don't want to be balanced anymore. But they still want a balanced situation because it's the reality. So these two cards we don't know about, they're crossing each other. But this one is this top one is the foundation of this queen, whereas this diagonal one is the energy explaining this swiftness. But I gotta get one more before we can go and do that. That's what I'm called to do. So here we go. I don't normally take jumpers, right? I'm just gonna show you them. So this here is the outcome of these two things. We already seen some of the cards, but instead of having the Two of Cups, now we got the Lovers. But if you take a look, you still got the same angel with these red wings. So now instead of tempering the cups, now you're tempering the whole essence of the being. Again, it's just progression. Now we went from self-resonance, now we have a relational resonance, and now we have people resonance, environment resonance, whole entire being resonance. It's getting crazy, bro. Put those back. Okay. All right, and so here we go. So 8 of rods, 8 of swords. What does this lead us to? So let's look at this foundation of the Queen of Wands, the 9 of Pentacles. So this queen is in the 9 of Pentacles. They even got the similar face. So this person here is worried about their abundance in regards to the swift movement. I knew it personally. Look at that. Look at that. So what is on this mind is this person is afraid of losing their status and their ability to be who they are if they move away from these things that were hurting them. But when they look back, they'll see the things that they're moving away from that used to hurt them, again, that they are getting weary of or constantly battling with. They are coming to the understanding that they are going to be okay if they're in this 5 of Pentacles. For me, I like the 5 of Pentacles, again, for all the reasons I explained earlier, but mostly because if you have these 5 of Pentacles, this top pentacle is the ace. And just like inside the Lovers where you can exchange your cup, this is the exchangeable pentacle. So if I got 5 of Pentacles and you got 5 of Pentacles, how many pentacles do we have together? Got 10. So that is the idea of me looking at these 5 or these change cards. It's not terrible. They're verbs. They're progressional cards. So you got to start to see the changes. And this person is moving towards the changes of even if they have to lose the status, because they're realizing that they can move away from what they thought of the things that would destroy and kill them. They're moving away from those things that they've been so desperately defending against for the longest time frame. They've been doing it over and over and over. Guess what? To the point where they're stuck in their mind. Why? Because of the conflicts over their heart. Not just the heart, the deepest love that they have in their hearts. And so now they're moving towards smooth sailing. Again, to the 10 of Pentacles. Again, the communication I think that you're realizing that you're giving to this person, or the thoughts or the stories that you're telling to yourself even about this person, the idea is that these things are transforming this person to where they can think differently about the bad things. So, like, if you don't listen to my rants, that's cool, but I tell you guys about I give you real life updates. And as I'm looking at the updates that I'm giving myself, I know I've moved myself out of this energy here, because all the things I thought would take me out, they haven't. I've been doing good. Even like being afraid that cops are going to come around, and just take my livelihood, which is my vehicle right now. I got to do certain things still, like get gas, insurance, registration, and some of those things are lacking right now. But I still got to like live and survive, so I got to take risk. But that is this card here. And now I think that's what this person is doing too. They have to take risks, because once they do, they can bring whatever resource that they have together way better than what they've done in the past. Somebody waiting on it. I don't know if they're waiting on themselves, or if you're waiting on them, but those options are there. And for me, the pen, or the two of rods is always about turning around and looking the other way. Take another look in a different direction. This person is not the past person who hurt you. This person is not the new person, or you are not the person who hurt them or created the boundaries or situations to where they just can't leave. You're not that person. So, two of rods say, turn around. You still got the ace of rods. You still got all of you. You still got the world. It's just in a different direction. Again, mathematics calls this a vector. I can be going 60 miles per hour northbound, or I can go 60 miles per hour southbound. That is what a vector is. It tells you a magnitude and direction. How this person can give 100% to this direction, or they can turn around and give 100% to a new direction. Again, Four of Wands. This is my card about duality. Everything in here can be seen as a duality. So again, they're looking at the world that they can have by just turning around. Again, they're moving towards it mentally, telling themselves new stories about it. Again, some people like me, I wouldn't even look at a girl if I didn't see myself riding a bus with her. If I couldn't see myself taking the subway with her, walking with her, if I can't even see myself with that person doing these things, like if they needed to have certain things, I'm not about to waste my fucking time doing that shit. I don't even want to waste my time doing it for me. Again, it's like having the big ass house just to have the status of a big ass house. I don't want those things, because that doesn't stimulate the parts of me that I'm stimulating with my own self-resonance. So that is the beautiful part. I think this person is starting to self-resonate with themselves in other ways. Just like with me, again, I'm good. But now I want the finances, again, a part of me always did, but I want the finances to generate more assets so I could be more comfortable with the person. So I could have the ability to go from casino to casino hotel and then share that experience with the person. But again, the sharing of that with the person comes down with the idea of having a person to share with. And that is where the need for the finances comes in. So again, if I do get my transitional career, I don't mind working and doing. I will work hard. I've worked hard before, but I don't mind waiting, starting over, waiting, just doing ride shares and shit like this. I don't mind doing the things I need to do in order to start building in streams of income for activities outside of me. Again, coming in with that emperor energy. I'm not looking to make something. I'm looking to manage what needs to be managed in order for the creation that they're going to bring. My wife is having the baby, not me. But I got to make sure the house is ready for baby, not her. So again, we have to realize our roles and responsibilities. And I think this person is starting to accept that a separate role of themselves that they never were able to. Maybe they couldn't. If you're a young mother, you can't just do certain things. If you're a young father, a lot of people don't talk about it, you can't do certain things. Some do. And that's the harm. That's the harm. Like when you have a person who just stays at work and works 80 hours. Nobody should have to work 80 hours a week if there's two people. But some people put themselves in that situation, and that normally leads to things like divorce because of loneliness. It's wild how we give ourselves what we think we want just so it can destroy us. Ooh, that came out rough and tough. So, something is about to get cut down. I'm thinking also, not only is it getting cut down, it's getting completely eliminated. Something is getting eradicated is the real word that want to come out. The King of Swords wanted to show itself. So judgment is being cast. That makes a lot of sense. Look at this. Who was called a judgment? The same angel that's been tempering, the same angel that's been bringing these lovers together, the same angels that's been having them exchange and resonate with their own cups inside themselves. There's one driving force, and that has been driving all of these things together. It's wild that it's been happening this way. But again, it's the same angel that's been doing it. It's the same, and they both feel it. They both know it. They both been following it. So it's the same energy. Let's see. Boom. Bam. So pay attention to this. This person has the high ground here, and here. They're realizing that they have the ability to defend themselves, their actions, their new thoughts in any which way, which is why I think that they're coming in as this Queen of Swords, which comes in ready to eradicate anything, but they're open to hear you. But guess why? It's because they know that, again, as the foundation of this Queen of Wands, again, they know that they're exchanging these Nine of Pentacles that's going to put them in a Five of Pentacles state for these Ten of Cups. But these Ten of Cups is bringing judgment on everybody. And guess what? I think that's going to help them understand and see that even if they're trading certain Pentacles, they're getting love. They're getting cups, and they never had that shit outside of probably some toxic cups from the Six of Cups in reverse. Old cup energy. So now they're coming in with some brand new cup energy, and that brand new cup energy is doing something completely new to this person, to the point to where this person feels that they can defend themselves from all sides, taking action to do so, but they can also defend their mind in the same essence and their spirit. So maybe somebody's been spiritually attacked. Maybe they've been spiritually controlled and held down. Yep. So somebody has had a negative hold on this person. Let's go further. Ooh, all of these cards popped out. But the two main cards is Justice to the Hangman. So we got Justice to the Hangman. Let's see. Justice here. Two of Cups. So let me pause. With these two things coming up together, this person has been in this state looking at the Three Cups, but whenever I see this, I always recognize the Two Cups behind you as these Two Cups, but for you and your own ace. So these two cups come together to make one ace. That is shown by these two here. We already seen this. It showed itself. But these two here coming in as the Two Cups, This is the energy of you and yourself. This is your masculine energy and your feminine energy in union. So in the Five of Cups, they're looking at the collaborative efforts before. This is their Ace of Cups, their old partner's Ace of Cups, and then the relationships Ace of Cups. All of it got knocked down and it's all trash. But these two over here is still you. Here's your Ace of Cup, masculine. Here's your Ace of Cup, feminine. And as you temper these two cups together, you get the brand new Ace of Cups or you. But it's showing you that the justice is the ability to temper your own new Ace of Cups. This is you creating an Ace of Cups. It's the Two of Cups. It's the ace split into two. It's one baby looking at the mom and the dad. That's it. That's all. That's all. What else do we have over here? And then, so now that they understand that they can temper their own cups, they're walking away from all the other cups. What's 2 plus 8? What's 2 plus 8? 10. Ace of Cups. Or excuse me, 8 of Cups. What do you see? You got the full moon with the crescent moon. Doesn't that remind you of the moon card, which had the moon inside the sun? Again, so this time frame that we in with this full moon in Capricorn is illuminating to this person how they can walk away from all 8 of these cups, keep 2 to temper for themselves, and present it and get this 10 of Cups. Even if they got to sacrifice some pentacles. It's only 4 pentacles. There's only a little bit of stability that they got to give up. But they're not giving up the stability of their soul. And guess what? They have 1 pentacle to exchange. So they're having more confidence again with their ability to know that these cups can manifest physically for them and give them more than what they've already been trying to maintain and hold on to. Oh my God. So again, the justice so far is moving up towards this rods, the 4 rods. Again, complete stability in any which way you look at it. Everything is shared and balanced. Always, always, always. Everything is shared and balanced to the point to where they're going to be emotionally satisfied always, which is going to allow them to, again, sleep on certain things. For me, again, I'll always say for me, but when I read this 4 cards, just like with the 4 pentacles, just like with the 4 cups, which we got the 4 cups right there, with these 4 cards, similar to the 8 cards, those signify motion. Again, earth, air, or excuse me, earth, fire, and water, 8 of cup or 8 cards, all signify in motion, whereas the 1-8, 8 of swords, signifies no motion, but it's still regarding motion. Same thing here. You got the 4 of motherfucking rods, you got the 4 of swords, and you got the 4 cups. What do these represent? Well, the 4 rods is the odd man out. The 4 rods represents balance in any which way that you look at it. This doesn't. This looks at dividing things. I'm seeing this group over here and then this over here. I'm seeing this group over here and then that over there. And the same thing with the 4 pentacles. I got all the things, the pentacles I can touch, 1 in my hand, 2 on my feet, but then you got the 1 above on your head. So all of those things look at separation. This one looks at complete harmony no matter which way. So as we're looking at these people, we're realizing that this person here has now stepped into a unification of their own ideas about themselves. They have the strength now to hang up these old ass trophies and stories that they've been telling, super prideful about. Look, here's the 5 here's the 5 of Pentacles. That is what they're seeing. That's the 5 of Pentacle energy right before they get thrown out into the cold. Again, what happens? They're holding on to certain things and then they can't hold on anymore. You don't have a house. You're not a part of the congregation. You're not a part of this team. You have been cut. You've been traded. That's what that energy of the 5 of Pentacles is. But in the 4, they're so prideful of being on the team, they forgot that they are the person on the team. They're so proud to be a part of the group, they forgot that they are so distinct upon the group. That is them sleeping on themselves. But again, all of this stems from us seeing this person tell themselves a new story. Again, you've been bringing them an Ace of Swords. Now this person is in the Queen of Swords energy. And guess what? This queen is yielding this sword now. The one that she just don't care about. She's been sleeping on. Same thing here. These are the cups associated with those swords. Those are the emotions of the things that they've been prioritizing and putting on a trophy and a pedestal. But in reality, this cup of self is always here. Where in reality, this story of self is always here. So guess what? Once this person has the strength to believe in that story and trust in the things that's been following them, trying to love them, then they can start to move out of this hangman position. The hangman position has been established through this devil card, which means to me that this person is stubborn. It doesn't mean necessarily that people have been doing magic. It just says that somebody's been stubborn about these pentacles. And that's exactly what I think is the case. This person has been just focused on the money, on the stability. And again, the only reason why I believe a person will be heavily focused on that is if they had a family or something built up with another person that they just can't leave. Unlike me, yeah, I built up everything, but I've been living inside of my sword at the bottom. This is why I go to certain jobs and people don't like me, because I'm not going to not be me. But the me that I'm being is super helpful to everybody. So the only people who don't like this is the people who are focused on these swords and they're hanging up their accomplishments as if that's the end all be all. But you mean as fuck, so nobody care. That's the idea that I bring to people. So I don't care if you're like the best teacher. I'm thinking of a teacher in particular. I don't care if you're the best teacher. You talk to people, to the kids, like they some bullshit. So this is why nobody like you. But then again, they like that they can learn from you, but they don't know anybody but you because you're the only fucking teacher. So they don't even have an experience. Seven of Cups. So then when you get introduced to another person who can still teach me, but they don't have to be mean and angry and yell and make me feel demeaned and stupid, now I can start to differentiate and say, wait a second. I can learn and still not be ridiculed and treated like I'm a fool. Again, I can live a life and I don't have to be locked down and controlled by this person and their energies. Again, the devil is the dominion over the world, but it's not bad to me. Just like this park right now, bro. There's a lot of people here, but somebody had to have a selfish intent to build this motherfucker for some reason. And guess what? So many people are here benefiting from it. And none of these people give a fuck about who made this park. They just appreciate that the park is here. All of these people coming up here bringing their dogs, they love that. But they got to understand it came from this devilish energy. And the devilish energy is just like me wanting to earn or to have a big ass house just for the fact of having it. I'm so happy and satisfied with what I got right now because it allows me to keep going, and I'd rather keep this. And of course, if I can add more, I'll add more to it. But as the foundation, I got me and I got what I need to do what I need to do. Now I just need to make sure that I have the ability to maintain and manage what I got going and what I like to do. So that is the cool part about all of these things here. We get a chance to see a new perspective on things that people normally deem bad, but that's because they're surface and we're deep. We're going to the depths of these things always. The blue flame, man, the highest vibrational frequency you can have before you get into the ultras. Ultraviolet and things like that. Indigo, right? Indigo children are supposed to be high vibe. No, there's a level beyond that. The ultraviolets. Again, but the love doesn't exist in the same way in the ultraviolets. It doesn't. And so the blue supergiant energy is the last level that you can have of the energies of the physical world. Once you get into the ultras, everything breaks down. That's why indigo children are here to break things down in society, because the ultras are coming next. The rainbow children, no, bro, that's that's like the boomers, bro. These ultraviolets that are about to come into this world, I don't know if y'all heard of that, but these ultraviolets are going to be birthed from these indigos. And once these indigo children start having their own generational children, these ultraviolets, everything is going to not, it's already not going to be the same, but you're going to see how quickly everything is going to change, because that's a dangerous energy to have. That's this is what you're going to see. Sorry to predict this, but this has already been in the plan. But you're going to see a lot of eradication of life, just to make sure that those who are here do not have the people come in next. But don't fret, those ultraviolets are going to come here anyway. So the people are going to fuck some shit up and then leave. And that's it. So we have to manage. We are, as the indigos, as the rainbows, as the crystals, these children, we have to be focused on creating techniques for managing throughout chaos. Don't just be chaotic, and don't just be selfish, and don't just be stubborn in the Four of Pentacles. You have to stay in the Five of Pentacle energy, knowing that you are able to keep yourself in a solid, balanced state, secure, and be open for exchange of others. That is what we're going to need through the trying times. Just like now, I'm in a trying time, as people would say, but I've been open to all the changes. I've been following my heavenly signs. So I have the ability to manage things and view it in a different way, like a person with an RV. If I had an RV, nobody would ever question anything that I'm doing. Nobody. That's what I'm trying to help you understand. When these ultraviolet kids come in here, bro, and they're coming in during time frames where shit is going crazy, you're going to have to trust in the fact that the management of these situations, these environments, is what's going to allow these kids to do what they need to do. Now, I don't know what they're going to do. I'm not an ultraviolet. I know that they're going to bring in a high frequency of destruction, though. That's what the radiation is at the ultraviolet level, because once you're getting past the ultraviolets, you get into things that you can't see. So they're going to be doing things that you can't see, bro, but you can feel them. You can feel them twice. So just be on the lookout, man. I'm telling you. Ultraviolets, bro. Ultraviolets. They're going to be bringing in emotional changes to people that you can't even believe it. Didn't I say that she was the manifester of those things? Again, they're coming. Ooh, they're both here. They're both here right now. So I don't want to say this, but this person is going to bring in, they're going to start to bring in these ultraviolets. So that makes me a little bit afraid for your partner. Whatever y'all got going on is not for the weary. That shit is, this is why that devil energy has been there trying to stop it in all which ways. It's been trying to be stopped in a balanced way. So it's been long-standing efforts of trying to inhibit these. But it's known that these things can't be stopped. So it's been deterred and slowed. And that's what the devil energy does on the negative side. The devil can't take away your blessings. They can only slow them down. They can only make you not want them. They can only make you look away. They can only do things to the ego. And the ego helps you determine how you move and view life. So when my ego was crushed the other day, it now helps me view these things just slightly differently, because I don't need to view them in a way that makes me say, I got to. I can be satisfied and I can appreciate the other parts of not. Again, this was the 8 card energy. 3 out of the 4 3/4 of the cards are all about action. One of them is all about inaction. I can now value all 4 cards now because I know when it's time to go and I know when it's time to stop. If I'm driving and I need to put on the brakes, is that a bad thing or a good thing? I hope you said that's a good thing, considering nobody wants to get into a car accident and crash. So that is the cool part about having all 4 parts. When you have 3/4 plus 1/4, you get 4 out of 4. But did you know that 4 out of 4 can turn into one whole thing? And then that one whole thing can be turned into a new thing called a 1 out of 1? So we can integrate ourselves back into a fractional state, but we can have different parts of us come with us now. And that is the idea of being completely balanced. But people in power, they already know what I'm saying. You don't know what the fuck is going on because you don't pay attention to your math classes, and you didn't have a math teacher who wanted to actually help you, or a science teacher who wanted to help you, or you just wanted to pass the class, whether you liked it or not. You didn't think about it in the right way. They have been, and these things are being presented to you in a way that just makes you feel like you got challenges in life, and everybody got challenges and their own problems, but it's the same problem. They're just presenting it in a way to where it looks so balanced that you think your problem is yours and their problem is theirs. But in reality, it's just 1/4 out of 1/4, which means if you put them together, it's 4 out of 4, which means it's just one problem again. It's just one issue. But because they're good at presenting the balance of that issue, it looks different. We all got the same one problem. We got to see how that problem is being presented to us so then we can change that problem and then we can adjust accordingly. And that according adjustment is just to fill in that one space that we're lacking. Again, I got 1/4. I got to view the other 3/4, and then I'm balancing properly. And this is proper balance. Is what this is. So it's the 2 of Cups is the balance of self. Now this is the 2 of Cups times 2. Your 2 of Cups, my 2 of Cups. We got a new 2 of Cups called a relationship, aka the Lover's card. Who are we talking about here? Most of this was regarding that Queen of Wands energy, saying I'm not gonna give a fuck. She's taking action and not give a fuck, and now she's the Queen of Swords. But all of this came down because, again, there's justice now. Queen of Swords and the Justice cards, they're the same person. Same person. She's the one calling judgment on people. I said judgment. There's a judgment card. A judgment comes through with the ability to do what? Defend herself in any which way. That's why her sword is up, but her hand is open. I can defend myself, so I don't have to be afraid and try to hurt you. Just know that that 5 of Swords energy. Know I'm a beast. I'm more than what you know. But guess what? Because there's justice here within the harmonies of oneself, this person can move in accordance and stay balanced as they're bringing this justice. And that's because, again, this guy, Queen of Wands and the King of Wands, they look at each other. They're looking at each other. They're one of the few who do. Okay, so now we got the heartbreak. So we see where this is coming from. Okay, we're seeing where this is coming from. We got the Devil card here. What else do we have? High Priestess. With the 10. So this person had a family, bro. That's it. That's it. That's all. This person. Now you know for sure that this person had a family or a familiar situation, whether that's cult, whether that's a religion, whether that's, a team, whether that's the work colleagues, but you know that this person has had that, and whatever that was this person's whole world, and that destroyed them. That's where this came from. This here is the root to this. And so the idea is there's something that you've been doing, maybe it's consciously or not, but there's something that you've been doing. This tells me it's unconscious, but it might be again, it might be consciously enacting the subconscious. That's really what I'm trying to get. Consciously enacting the subconscious, so maybe participating in spirituality or spell work, things like that, with family or with people or groups or as a foundation or being traditional. This could be simply being having a family full of Christians kind of thing, a family full of Muslims. It could be something as simple as that. But you're helping them realize something about the situation, which is not necessarily bad, but it's just what has been created for which reasons. And what has been created was built upon heartbreak. And that's crazy that this was. So it's like somebody getting knocked up young and then being forced to marry the person. That's kind of what I'm getting. I'm really getting that energy of like not wanting to, but needing to do something. Not wanting to get into this partnership, but fuck, I got tricked with the contract. Now I'm here and I got to stay with the contract kind of thing for this business. And I haven't been able to get my 55% so I can bounce kind of thing. Or, it's just a matter of not being able to get what you need. It's been unbalanced. Oh, so this is going to clarify this. So it's a person who I was getting pimp, player kind of energies. Player from the Himalayas. That's this card for me. This energy for me. Knights are always energies in motion. It could be a page doing shit, or it can be a king doing shit. But it's one of these energies. People are doing shit. And player from the Himalayas. I'll say that because these mountains in the back. So this to me is more of that. When people say the King of Rods got the fiery, sexual, playboy energy, this is that energy for me. The Knight of Wands is that energy because it's an energy in motion. And guess what? That is over this. So it's somebody, I don't want to say that it's somebody that they're super attracted to. I think it's more so somebody whose energy they're attracted to. So it's something about their energy that they're just used to having, or they're used to seeing, or they're used to experiencing. But your energy is something that they're not used to seeing. And that's what's drawing them in so much to you. That's what got them with this golden rod instead of this red rod. Again, they're watching you at the highest level because, again, the only other person with a golden rod is the emperor. So they're seeing you. You guys are sharing that same similar energy, but it's more so because this person has control in a certain way upon them, whether it's the business or the family or the kids or something. There's some kind of control that is happening with this person and these things that were previously built. But you are helping them see that these things are changeable because, again, something about the trading cups in for pentacles is dominant. Maybe this person is all about taking action to get the pentacles. Maybe this person is super smart and they can get the money. Maybe this is like a head fund person and they got money, hella buku bucks, but they ain't got nothing else. So the only thing that they do is spend money, is they build a park, put their name on the park, and that's it. Nobody give a fuck about you. We care about the park. And so that's the thing. This person probably forces them to feel like you need to value me. I made the park. I'm Mercedes, and I'm the one who made all the cars. Like that's the kind of vibe that I'm getting. This person wants to be like seen for their status, and this person just is trapped and caught up in that shit. But they don't want to be caught up in status anymore. That's the idea of the Capricorn. No, Capricorn full moon, in this case, is the full moon in Capricorn. We're looking at flip-flopping. So instead of worrying about status, worrying about nurturing who is there. That's not the status. You earn status from how you interact with people. Status can just come from just you achieving things, like the status of a CEO. You can just be the boss. But are you liked? That's the Cancer side, or the opposite side to that energy. Capricorn and Cancers are opposite. So the fact that there's a Capricorn, full moon, Cancer is ruled by the moon, which is why we probably keep seeing in that moon card and in the Eight of Wands, or excuse me, the Eight of Cups, where we've seen the crescent moon inside the full moon, when we've seen the sun inside that moon in the moon card, what we're looking at is that flip-flop energy. Again, it's the exchange, my masculine energy and my feminine energy in harmony, self-harmonizing. So we're doing an exchange within ourselves. This person doesn't. This person only knows how to live in one energy. And most likely it's the masculine ass energy, which is why they're good at building and creating shit, but there's no heart involved. These ultraviolets are going to be able to have heart, soul, body, mind, and spirit, all of it together, plus extra shit. It's crazy. It's crazy. Like, you can see glimpses of it already with certain people. This is, again, it's the frequency from whence we can enact certain things. So when you look at like the autism in people, or neurodivergence in people, both of those are just scaled spectrums or things in motion, just like this energy. So it's just preparing us to expand on a scale, just like we have our yellow star on a scale, and then you can get to a bigger star or sun on a scale called a red giant, right? And then you can get to an even bigger scale on the same scale called your super blues. So you have to start to see these dynamics. It's funny, cherry card is right here. Dynamics, movements, motions. You have to see these things on a scale or on a deeper level, because they're deeper than what most people can explain it as. Again, I know this is a super long video, so if you're here and you're getting these cues, these drops of knowledge, kudos to you, because again, this is way more than what most people I've seen are able to give. There's a few people who do similar things, but they're more all over the place and it doesn't fit together concisely. But I think I'm doing a really good job in showing the story between these two people right now. It's deep, it's far, deep and far. All right, so now money trees, balance. There's, ooh, let me get more. Okay. What's before this? What's before the money trees? So, one more. So, there's going to be a presentation. I think we talked about that earlier. Oh, so there's a juggling of a presentation. They're deciding on what needs to be presented to you, who's always on the move, working hard as the sun. Or let's flip-flop it. Let's see it like this. They're looking at taking action towards you to collab to make the sun. Let's look at it another way. The things that they've been balancing have been the presentation of something new. And this new presentation created from the balance is of the balance of the motion of oneself. This is you in control of the masculine energy and the feminine energy. I like the throw that better because it takes each one of these and splits them up into their own individual constituents. So you would have 1, 2, a black one and a white one making a white one. Then you would have a black one and a white one making a black one. And then you would have this black one and white one making the U one. So that's the Thoth deck. It shows you at a deeper level, but this is what's happening here. The presentation of being able to balance the balance inside of you or self-harmonize is being seen and valued as something that is so profitable that it brings the sun, brings happiness, it brings joy, it brings growth, it brings all the sunflowers that this Queen of Wands is sitting with. She has a sword with an open hand. The only other people in the deck that has things in their hand, things or multiple things, more than one, is the King of Cups, which Ben came out, and the Queen of Fire. She has her rod and her sunflower. So she is bringing in all of these things. No matter where she go, she can always bring this love. Just like no matter where the King of Cups go, you can always share that love. But that's what they're balancing now. They're balancing the things that they're bringing because they're seeing the things that were brought to them. You're bringing something that's helping them subconsciously heal, consciously heal, and then heal in their actual day-to-day interactions. You're seeing the energies, you're identifying the energies, and then you're identifying the interactions of those energies with value. So, this is appearing to people as if they're trying to get away with something. I don't know why I started feeling that. So somebody's trying to get away with something. So, ooh, this is crazy. The people this person is leaving are feeling like they're breaking them, they're heartbreaking them. They're fucking these people up, but nobody is realizing what they're doing to them. This is coming off as narcissistic. It's because they know that this person is moving towards. Okay, let me rephrase it. They're moving towards this beginning of this Ace of Pentacles. But what they're doing is they're trying to stop this person from turning around. Again, because the two of rods mean turn around. They're stopping this person from turning around. As if I'll turn this around, and you still gonna have what? The Ace of Pentacles. But when you turn around, when I flip this card around, you're looking at the world. And the world has been shown as these anxieties of the mind and people betraying and sneaking and trying to get away with shit. And so they don't want this person to turn around and see that is the money that, or that's been the influence impact of their money or their finance or their stability. That's the reason why they feel like they're in a devilish state. That's the reason they feel like they can't stop being the Nine of Pentacles. And that's the reason why they're afraid to step into the Five of Pentacles. That's the reason. But again, this person, maybe this is you, you're giving them the clarity. This is the only card of the kings that is facing directly at us. Everything else is looking left to right. This one is looking at the audience, is what we will say. The problem with that is that this king can see both sides. This King of Swords can see with the peripherals. Guess what? The fact that this person is here, okay, and all they need to do is turn around to see where the problems actually lay instead of being focused on using this rod to get this. What they're going to do is they're going to look at it from not left, not right. They're not going to turn this way or that way. They're going to do this. Oh my God. They're taking a whole new approach. I'm standing on top of all of these old things opposed to looking at it or looking away from it. Nope, I'm on top of it now. They're coming in with a brand new perspective because they've been shown one. And it's crazy that this person is taking a brand new approach because that new approach has been presented by you. You're giving this person the way out. Good job, you. Look at this. Does it not confirm? Again, you are able to show this person how they can balance the pentacles within their own self. These two aces, whether it's this way or that way, you're showing them that the balance is the third way. You can constantly balance that. Just like when I look at my cards and I read them this way and I say it's not about the upright energy or the down energy, reversed. It's about applying both energies in any which way. Just like with the Chariot, it's about applying your will to control this side and this side together as one side. That is the key. It's not pull, 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 pull. It's about bank left, bank right. It's about let's pull and turn. Pull and turn. Conjunctions, phrasals, more information. It's not just this or that any longer. You're showing them how to move with the balance, how to be on the ups and downs. That's a watery energy, not a pentacle or fire energy. It is the idea of the wheel of fortune turning and turning. Whoo, shit. So, now we got this King of Wands over the King of Swords, looking at this Queen of Pentacles in reverse and heartbreak. So, this shows me that somebody who is in control, somebody who's in charge is looking to purposely make this person upside down. But because you've already given this person this, or you're giving this person the skill set to balance whether being up or down, you are looking at this person enacting this. But this King of Wands, who I think is that Knight of Wands, again, I said it can be either a king in motion or a page in motion. This we now see is this King of Wands in motion. And this King of Wands is trying to create heartbreak for this person, which is why they're trying to create situations to where anxiety and sneaking betrayal can be overrun. It can be the focus. It can be the main thing on this person's mind, opposed to the sun. But guess what? This king fell on top of this king. And this king, like I said, is the only one. He's not looking at him. This king is looking at him. This king don't give a fuck. In order for this King of Wands to see this, it has to change in space. And this King of Wands can't do that. Go watch the movie Flatland. You will learn all about it. I show it every single year in all my fucking classes. Every single year, all my kids watch Flatland, the movie. But the reason is because everybody in the world is moving like this in this flat land. But then this dude is able to be like, haha, perpendicular. And everybody is like, what the fuck is this? And then you can move and you can see, and it just looks like tricks and shit. But in reality, this person has a trick of the mind up all of these people's sleeves because they're one-trick ponies. Again, what makes them a one-trick pony is the fact that they're only using one energy. The King of Swords, he understands all the energies. That's why he doesn't even have a hand up. His hand is down. Queen of Swords, her hand is up. He's not beckoning anybody. He can see straight through them. I don't need to see you. I see through you. And that is the problem that this King of Wands has. He is helping this person see straight through him. And so what do we have left? What we have left is that we have this Page of Cups, which has a little in motion, a little something in the cup, a little spark, a little boost, a little change, a little thing that will allow them to be great. This here is being shown as this other person, or you are the other person. It's this little emotion is making your person view you as the King of Pentacles, who is just giving out nuggets of information that you are passing out shit like it's like unbelievable to this person. You are so abundant in this other person's eyes, which is what they're looking at. So these are the end of the cup or end of the reading. Here's the beginning. Look at what this person or you're watching this happen. They're watching you just give out little emotional things. They see you as this, and they see you as actually feeding the homeless, feeding the needy. But you're so balancing yourself as you do it, it turns the raw gold. You know, like it does so much more to them and for them than what they realize, because now they're starting to transmute the idea of having an emotion, and they're transmuting that into the understanding of the pentacle, and they're seeing how you're the King of Pentacles. Again, looking left and right, they're seeing how you're the King of Pentacles, giving out things to everybody. You're just giving, just like the King of Cups, just gives. And what you're giving through this King of Cup, here's a page, just a little bit, right? So this is the King of Cup giving, right? Here, giving from their little cup. So the King of Cups always comes off as a little immature, as people would say when they describe this card. No, for me, it's just a little bit with a stipulation. Again, the King of Cups ain't gonna help you unless you got a reason. Oh, he ain't gonna tell you you're good unless you see that you're good. Whereas the King of Swords will tell you you suck or not, regardless. This King of Cups is going to give you a little bit of inspiration, a little bit, a little bit. Some people think that's immature to give to everybody. No, because at the end of the day, the King of Cups knows he's only giving you a little bit. The stipulation is it's a little bit. That's what the fish is. And the fish brings you balance if you allow it to balance the fish within you. But most people don't see it as that. They just see it as a little immature emotion. But that's what that immature emotion is, the Knight of fucking Wands. That's really what that energy is. So this person is starting to change how they're viewing the emotions. And they're seeing you now as the pentacles of all emotions. You're the king of all emotions. In the reality of the world. In other words, you know how to use your emotions. You know how to teach people how to use their emotions. And that is turning this person on so much to where they turn gold. So let's get our final message from the Thoth deck. Bring them out, bring them out. Let's get our final message. Okay. I hope I got all these cards in here. I mean, I didn't get mixed up. Or no card left behind. I'm hoping. It was like a 2-hour reading. But hey, if you're here, you should understand by now I'm a long content kind of guy, especially with these stories. Especially with how we just went hard. We went hard. We went deep, far. So, what's the final message? What's our final message? Final message. Okay. What's our final message for this reading, this love story? What color is this Ace of Rod? 8 of Pentacles. Oh, somebody about to come in, love you, and they gonna be prude about it. They gonna be an asshole to everybody about it. They are about to make sure everybody know, and they ain't gonna care, bro. Again, this is that energy. Look, I'm glad I like to clarify, and if you hear and you get to like see how this shit come up, kudos to you again. Thank you. But look, this is the Ace of Wands or the Ace of Rods. Most of the time they're red, like I said, but this one is mostly yellow, bro. It's mostly gold with the red around it, with the blues in between. It is literally the alchemy of this as it's being transformed. That is a golden rod, bro. Here's your golden rod already. This person is about to come in and be like, I've been wanting you to take me. I don't know how you're going to value that. I wish I could have been here. I'm going to make up for time. That's the kind of energy this person's about to come in. This person's about to come in on demon time for the pots. Just like that Knight of Wands energy was. Like we was talking shit about who's that King of Wands. No, this person about to come in the same way. But remember, the Hermit is that old, wise old person. I'm thinking of, if you know Dragon Ball Z, I'm thinking of Master Roshi kind of vibes right now. Anything that you can see, Mr. Miyagi, like the old person who still got it like that. That's how they coming in. So that old wise energy is about to come in like, I still got it like this. Maybe you getting I was I was about to say, maybe I'm a dude, so I'm gonna do the feminine energy first. But I was gonna say maybe you've reawakening those ovaries. Maybe you got them testes in him, producing. Yeah, it is. They about to come in and they're gonna try to create something brand new. So let's read all of these cards again because these are deeper, and each one of these have 3 meanings. It's been 2:22:22 right now. 2 hours, 22 minutes, 22 seconds when I look at the clock. Long ass reading. Oh, where is my book? Oh, you guys might be heading out of here without reading. Thought I pulled it out and got it ready, but there it is. You ain't getting away from without the reading. Okay, so we got the Ace of Rods as our final. So here's the first definition. Ace of Wands, the first definition is the root of the powers of fire, the root of the powers of energy, strength, natural force, sexual vigor. Telling you, this person was like, I'm never having babies again. This person, you got this person like, I'm going to give you 6 babies. I'm going to give you 6. I don't give a fuck. I'm 12 if I have to. Like, this person will give you everything. But it's not that they want to. It's just like you make them react in a way that says, yes, take it, give it, all of that. Definition number 2. The Ace of Wands represents the essence of the element of fire in its inception. That means as you're creating the spark, Aries energy. I'm flicking my bick, Aries energy. I'm striking my match. That is the inception aspect. But the inception, again, my match has to strike. So there is a willful aspect to it as well. I have to put my thumb on my lighter and flick it. Got a lighter right here. Here's my bick. Here's the potential. Inception. But the flame itself is the rest of the fire cards, right? The flame itself is the rest of the fire cards. But the spark, the action of sparking, that is the inception, and that is what is happening. This person, you're sparking this person. And they want to come in. The flames are yods, arranged in the form of the tree of life. It is the primordial energy manifesting in matter. That's why that high priestess energy kept coming out so much, and then that's why the high priestess energy came out with the empress. I was trying to explain to y'all how they are the same person. One is the idea of bringing in the family. The other one is pregnant, bringing in babies. And that's probably why I was talking about making babies so much. So again, this is definition number 2. All of these things are coming together. Here is your tree of life. This flame here is the you. You're the center of that flame. And then these 3 at the top. These 3 little flames at the top, those are whatever y'all believe in. The rest of these flames here are the earthly areas, the yods or spaces of interaction, and then you are that centerpiece. Again, you don't exist as one of these, you exist as the compile of all of these. Definition number 3. Last one, and I'll get y'all out of here. Ace of Wands. The flames are the Hebrew letter Yod and are arranged in the tree of life. This is the primal condition of the element of fire. This is the precursor. In other words, this is what we call attraction. This is attraction. This is the things that are inherently built within us that makes us be attracted to other things. What is attracting you to each other is the self-resonance. As long as you can resonate and harmonize that resonance within yourself, that'll continue to attract this person to you. And as you continue to attract this person to you, you're also going to attract all the things that you want in your existence from the fiery ego of creation. Like for me, having a family, having a big house, having the ability to move place to place with a person who wants to do that with me, and or wouldn't matter if it's we're doing it in a car, in an RV, in a spaceship, or on our motherfucking feet. That's the energy that you're bringing in, because that's the energy that you're resonating with on the within. So, whoo! These are always way longer, always. But I like this. If you got 2.5 hours to spare, I like to listen to me always when I'm doing something, driving and things like that. So because whenever I tune back in, it's always a nice little message that I hear. So yeah, I hope y'all really, really appreciated this. I hope y'all gained from this. And I hope that these things will help you move forward in your lives as you continue to grow and change and harmonize with yourself. So, appreciate you doing this late nighter with me. With that being said, enjoy your love that you got coming in. Peace.